Oakley will be on the job, according to head coach Alan Sirwa. Now, it's also a very special night tonight as Relay for Life is having their teddy bear toss. So after that first goal is scored by the Gamecocks, everyone will throw their teddy bears onto the ice and the mayhem will take place. All those teddy bears will be donated for a good cause for those less fortunate. So we got a great matchup for you tonight. Obviously, some key players out for the Gamecocks. Noah Maddie, Luke Rudman, and Cam Mecca all are out. They're suspended. Rudman has a 2-game suspension. Mecca and Maddie both have 1. So it's going to be hard for the Gamecocks to lose those players, but Alex Ross says that the young guys are going to step up and he thinks they're ready. Mike Bolger leads the way for the Gamecocks on offense with their leading scorer. So he'll have to pick up a lot of pace. Owen Thomas, a key offensive piece for them. They'll look to step up tonight. So now these two teams will take the ice in just about 15 minutes, so we'll get started very soon. So stay with us for the first period action coming up right after this. Hello and welcome back to Irmo, South Carolina. I'm Nick Klos. You are watching Gamecock Hockey on SGTV as we have a matchup of two powerhouses in the SEC. Number 1 ranked Georgia, 10-1-0 in the SEC HC. South Carolina sitting at 6-3-1. Our starters tonight for South Carolina, Tyler Oakley and Ryan McGowan on defense, Josh Wilkins, Ronan Egan, and Owen Thomas. The forwards to start for the Gamecocks. For Georgia, a line of the top 3 scorers. Jackson Katz, Matthew Bigda, and Josh Mazaros. Starting in the forwards as Thomas throws it into Egan at center ice. That's knocked away. Now Bigda to Katz. Katz tries to flip it through, and that's knocked out of the offensive zone. Georgia to regroup. Through center ice, they'll chip it in. Hayes comes out to play it. Now Oakley behind the net. 19:33 in the first period as we are just underway. Now Thomas in the corner trying to break out. Georgia getting a lot of offensive pressure early. Gamecocks able to clear things out. And now Poole will play it for Georgia over to Bigda. Bigda trying to dump it in. Oakley steps up and they will get it into the offensive zone. Nazaros now on the forecheck. Big hit by Reese in the corner. Mulkirin slow things down for the Gamecocks as they work their way up ice, but it's turned over. Gutman on the defensive play for Georgia. South Carolina on the way up. Reese chasing it down. He's in the offensive zone, trying to put it in front of the net. It's now Georgia will make their way out. Peters on the regroup for South Carolina. Bolger knocking it down, now played up to Reese. Reese takes a shot, that's high. Nick Newbold in net for the Bulldogs. Zach Hayes starting for the Gamecocks from the NAHL. Just started at South Carolina in January. Bolger loses it at his feet and works it up. Now Greeley. He'll make his way through center ice, across the blue line. Looks to shoot, but takes it into the far corner. Now played out by the Bulldogs. Peters with one man on. 18:03 remaining here in the first period. No score yet. Greeley on the near side. He flicks it up. Now Panetta. Smojice in the corner. Turned over. Now working in front. Reed at the point. That's thrown in front. Now Panetta gets a stick on it, and Georgia now at the hash. Cross ice pass coming now. Big hit on the boards by Reed. Hayes with his first action of the night. He'll cover it up, and the clock will stop at 17:33. Face-off will come to the left of Zach Hayes. Jason Selaski putting pressure on the Gamecocks early. As now the Bulldogs will get a change. They get some fresh legs. Reed and Pruden out on defense for the Gamecocks. Smojice to take the face against another Reed, number 5 in red. Pruden in the corner. He'll work it around. Now Panetta on the puck. Able to push it out of the zone, but the Bulldogs will dump it back in. 17:15 remaining in the first period. Now Lazine on the far side, chipped up to Smojice. Smojice and Panetta working their way into the offensive zone. Shot from Smojice, kick saved by Newbold. Rebound, Panetta. That's kicked away as well. Now a whistle blown, believe, for a hand pass. So clock will stop at 16:58, still 0-0. These two teams faced off last week outdoors in Athens. The score of that game was 5-4, Georgia coming out on top. South Carolina missing 3 key players, Noah Maddie, Luke Rudman, and Cam Mecca, all out for the Gamecocks. Rudman serving a 2-game suspension. Mecca and Maddie serving 1. Santoro, Berman, and Collega, the forward line for the Gamecocks. Santoro on the face. They'll tie it up. Now it's Crazy in front. Newbold able to get a glove on it, and they'll stop play once again.
Tonight, another save made by Newbold, and the faceoff will stay in the UGA zone.
After talking to both coaches before, head coach of Georgia, John Camp, has coached against Al 4 years. This is his 5th year with Georgia. Believes it's one of the best teams they've ever had, deeper than he's ever seen. Now face-off one back for Thomas as the first line is back out for the Gamecocks. Wilkins on the far side. Plays it around, Georgia takes over. Bigda on the hash marks, now Oakley with a shot, and they score! Oakley from the point, and the Teddy Bears fall here in Irmo. South Carolina gets on top early. Tyler Oakley taking the shot from the point, making it rain here in Irmo. And now all these will be collected and donated for Relay for Life. As Zach Hayes tries to collect some for himself. But exactly the start the Gamecocks wanted here. Getting up early. They were up against Georgia last week, up 3-2 late. Unable to hang on to that lead as the number 2 team in the country in the College Hockey Federation was able to pull it out in the end on a 5-on-3 power play. As they'll take the time to collect all the donations from tonight here in this sold-out crowd at the Plex. South Carolina's defense, as well as Zach Hayes in net, have a big job tonight shutting down 3 of the top scorers in the College Hockey Federation. Jackson Katz leading the way with 45 points. 4th in scoring in the CHF and 2nd in the SECHC. But Mazzaros and Bigda, his line mates, both with 35 points, helping out a lot for the Bulldogs. As I said, South Carolina without Cam Mecca, not just their captain, but also their 2nd leading scorer. So now with 16:34 remaining in the first period, South Carolina takes an early lead 1-0, as we should get underway here very shortly. Seem to be getting close to getting all the stuffed animals off the ice. And we'll see if South Carolina can keep the momentum going into the rest of this first period. Georgia sending out their first line once again. Poole and Strauss out on D. Mazzaros, Bigda, and Katz, the forwards. Egan coming out with Wilkins and Owen Thomas, it seems. McGowan and Oakley on D. Exactly the start South Carolina wanted, with a sold-out crowd. Getting the fans going and into this game, as now play is back underway. Strauss playing it back. Thomas now brought down in the near side hash. Worked into the corner. Egan wrapping it around. That's Poole for the Bulldogs. McGowan steps up. Now Georgia coming the other way. It's tripped up by the ref. Now here comes Georgia. Katz with the shot blocker saved by Hayes. Gamecocks trying to work it up the near side. Oakley will switch it. Wilkins on the other hash. Plays it through the feet of Poole. Bulldogs dump it back in. Hayes comes out to play it. Oakley now working it up. Thomas with the breakout pass towards Egan. That's broken up by Strauss. Now in front will trickle to Hayes, and he'll cover up. 15:47 remaining in the first period. 1-0 South Carolina, as both teams will get a full change. As I said, South Carolina sitting at 6-3-1. All three losses coming in the SEC-HC. 2 to Tennessee early on in the year, and 1 coming against Auburn. Face-off coming to the left of Hayes, wrapped up in that left circle. Bulldogs make their way around. Adler passing it up. Gutman working it back. Now tripped up is Adler, but no call. Now to the point. Bulldogs work it back in. Adler with the shot, saved by Hayes, but that's cleared out. Bulldogs will regroup at center ice. And they'll dump with a soft shot on Hayes. He'll cover, but the whistle's blown, so all play will stop. Face-off coming to the left of him. 15-11 now remaining in the first period. 1-0 South Carolina as they scored that first goal. Tyler Oakley from the point. Might have gotten deflected in front. I'll try to clear up if a different player got credit for that goal, but Oakley definitely with an assist at the least. Now Smojice in to take the face-off. He's on with Lazine and Panetta. DeChico and Mulkieran, the D pair for South Carolina. Now DeChico taking it up ice. He's got Lazine on his left. He'll cross. Take the shot from the point. That's wide right. Panetta on the near side corner. Now worked around. At the point is Mulkieran. Dumps it in. Lazine behind the net. Works it up to DeChico. Little scrum in the near side. Panetta at the point. Tries the shot. That's blocked by Gutman. Smojice against the boards. Gannon and him in a battle. Now worked down. Georgia takes over. They'll cross center ice. Dump and chase. Now Mulkieran on McDonald. And the Gamecocks will once again take over. DeChico. He'll flick it up and give South Carolina some time to change. Now the Bulldogs looking to create some offense. They've had some decent chances, but for the most part, the Gamecocks have gotten off to a fast start. Now Collega, he'll dump it in. Berman in the far side. Collega looks in front to Berman. Berman with a shot that's saved by Newbold, and he'll cover things up. 13:36 in the first period. Still 1-0 South Carolina. Thank you for joining us here on SGTV. I'm Nick Klos. As these two powerhouses face off for the second time this year. As I said, South Carolina falling 5-4 last week. Now in the near side corners, Collega. Pushed up, Pruden with a shot from the point, that's wide. Peters snaps it down, Berman in the near side corner. Pruden from the point, he loses it, so South Carolina will have to vacate the zone. Some Bulldogs going down on the near side hash. Pruden getting up to Collega. Collega, breakout pass inside to Santoro. Now Berman with a little bit of a break, but that's broken up by Poole. Strauss on it for the Bulldogs. Breakout pass. Tripped up as the Gamecocks getting consistent pressure. South Carolina looking for another open chance. Oakley, our first goal scorer, back on as a soft shot sent to Hayes. He'll lose track of it, but come out of his net to cover up, and some extracurricular activities after the whistle. 12:26 now remaining in the first period. Spoke to South Carolina head coach Alan Sirwa earlier today. Says being home against the Bulldogs is a huge factor. He thinks they played their best game of the year against Georgia last week. Just had some things not go their way, but believes they played up to a very talented Georgia team. Now Thomas on the near side. Works it up to Egan. That's kept in by Strauss. He plays it into Bigda. Mazaros getting inside. He gets a shot off. That's wide. Now Katz looking for Mazaros. Tripped up over his stick. Katz, near side corner, now worked around by McGowan. Wilkins up to Thomas. He hits that off his stick, and that will slowly drift to Newbold, and he'll cover up, so we'll get a face in the Gamecocks offensive zone. 11:51 remaining in the first period. Still 1-0 South Carolina. Gamecocks were able to get a lead last week. Georgia coming back late. It was a late penalty, late 5-on-3 power play for the Bulldogs that hurt the Gamecocks in that one. As now DeChico takes it over in his own zone. Reed wrapping around the net to Greeley. They'll tie things up in the near side. Bolger now on the forecheck. Casey with the puck for the Bulldogs. Bolger causes the turnover. Now in front, Greeley. Greeley shoots, and a shoulder save by Newbold. Bolger still working behind the net, now up at the hash. He'll cycle it down. Reese looking inside for Greeley. That's broken up, and now the Bulldogs able to clear the puck out. It bounces off of Reed. Now a shot from Adler with getting some cheers from South Carolina as he goes down. Bolger clears it out, and that'll be icing against the Gamecocks. Face-off coming down to their own zone. 10:55 remaining in the first now. Greeley, Reese, and Bolger, the forwards for South Carolina. Reed and DeChico, the D pair. For the Bulldogs, Selaski and Maurer. Excuse me, as well. Well, now the Gamecocks are on the attack, so I'm going to go to that. Georgia takes over on the near side. Maurer playing it back. Peters dumps, but it's deflected, so we'll get a whistle. It seems we might have a Georgia power play. Julian Reese going to the box for South Carolina. 10:23 remaining in the first period. The Bulldogs with a chance to even things up. Now face off in the Gamecock zone. Poole with a shot from the point, blocked aside by Katz. Now worked up, Poole keeps it in, dumps it down. Katz at the top of the circle. Drop pass. Poole at the top, works it down. Bigda in front to Katz. No shot on Hayes. 1:37 remaining in the penalty. Bigda with a shot that's blocked by the chest of Hayes, and the Gamecocks are able to clear it out. South Carolina will get a change, so some new penalty killers out for the Gamecocks. Mulkieran and Peters, the D pair, Collega and Lazine. Turnover, Peters now in the offensive zone. Broken up by Poole, but killing some time off of that penalty. 1:08 now remaining. Bulldogs working things in. One time from Bigda, blocker save by Hayes. Mulkieran in the corner trying to get it out. Bigda now on the near side hash. Worked up, Katz to Poole. Poole with the shot from the point. Saved by Hayes. Now a second try save
Zach Hayes keeping the Gamecocks in it as there was a wide open shot on the backside. Now Collega clearing the zone. 38 seconds on the Bulldogs power play. Bigda, drop pass to no one. Now Mulcairn clears it out. And Collega and Mulcairn go for the change. Oakley and McGowan now back out. That top D pair for South Carolina. 8:39 remaining in the first and 15 seconds on the UGA power play. Strauss working it for the Bulldogs, takes a shot from the point, but a whistle blows. And I believe it was offsides against Georgia. 4 seconds left on the penalty kill for South Carolina. Face-off will come just outside the blue line in the neutral zone on the near side. Egan taking the face-off for the Gamecocks. One back by the Bulldogs.
Makes the kill. We are back to
Puma
even strength.
dumping it in. We are all even now. 8:15 remaining in the first period. Turnover in the offensive zone. Puma with the shot, wide open rebound, and it's cleared out. Now the Bulldogs taking it back, able to chip it in, no icing. South Carolina working it down is now Egan on the near side hash with a big hit on Whitworth. Now inside, Gamecocks shoot, and a save by Nick Newbold. That was Josh Wilkins with the shot. Face-off will come to the left of Newbold on the far side of your screen. South Carolina still with the 1-0 lead. That early goal coming from Tyler Oakley. Snapshot from the point. As a big matchup here for South Carolina. Georgia already clinched the SEC-HC playoffs. South Carolina still in the fight. Now Thomas making his way, but whistle blows it dead. Ronan Egan getting called on the high stick. Excuse me, they're calling it a slash. So Egan will head to the box. Another UGA power play right after the last one.
Ronan Egan heading to the sin bin for 2 for a
7:27 remaining in the first period.
Once again for 2 minutes.
Coach Camp for the Bulldogs fully acknowledged the atmosphere here at the Plex for South Carolina home games and how much of a factor it would be. Bigda goes down on the far side. Katz working with Mazzaros. Now Poole at the point. Katz, cross side. Shot saved by Hayes, might have been blocked in front. Poole with another shot from the point. That's taken over by Mulcairn. They'll work their way up. Now Smojice in the offensive zone takes a shot blocked, but gets the rebound, and that'll be covered up by Newbold.
Opportunity by the Gamecocks, covered up by Nick Newbold. Face-off will come to the UGA zone.
Face-off coming in the Gamecocks offensive zone just to the right of Newbold. Georgia keeping their top players out for the remainder of the power play. 1:30. So 30 seconds down, 1:30 remain in the penalty kill for South Carolina. Gannon works his way through. On the near side hash. Down to Katz. Gannon, top of the circle. He'll rotate with Poole. Takes a shot from the point, blocked away by South Carolina. Now Poole. Gannon at the point. Played inside, looking for Katz. Now Oakley. Tried to clear that out, but that's kept in by Poole. Bolger now steps up. Bolger and Reese on the near side fighting with Poole. Poole cross ice pass to Gannon. Now Katz enters the zone. Cats moving it inside, stick saved by Hayes. Shot there from goal line extended, tipped up and snagged out of the air by Hayes. 6 minutes and a second remain in the first period. 35 seconds on the penalty kill. UJA still trailing by 1. Face-off coming to the right of Hayes. Smojais to take it. Santoro and Smojais, the forwards. Reed and DeChico, the D pair for South Carolina. Bulldogs have it at the point, worked in by Strauss. It's blocked to the side. 20 seconds remaining on the power play for UGA. Strauss plays it up. Strauss coming up the near side. He'll backhand it in to the Gamecock zone. Reed behind the net. 4 seconds remaining, so South Carolina almost off the power play as that puck is tipped out of play. So 1 second left on the penalty kill as 5:28 remains in the first. Ronan Egan in the box for a slashing call. Wilkins taking the face-off.
Carolina makes another kill. They're back to even strength.
Now Owen Thomas tripped up at center ice. Georgia coming the other way. Now in the attacking zone, looks in front. Blocked away. Georgia takes over behind the net. DeChico playing in the near side corner. And now another penalty against South Carolina. It was a problem when they played UGA last week, and it's becoming a problem now. Third straight penalty against the Gamecocks. As Egan, right as he gets out, will hop back in to the sin bin. Not much time passed. 5:02 remaining here in the first period now.
South Carolina will be on the kill for 2 minutes again.
Is now Bigda on the far side to Poole. Passed over to Gannon. Now on the low side is Katz, and that is deflected up and out of play by Hayes.
Puck goes out of play. Face-off coming to
Face-off will remain in the Gamecocks offensive zone. Only 9 seconds ticked off the penalty. Katz wins it back to Poole. Down to the hash, Bigda. Bigda looks in front. Now it's loose. Santoro battling in front. He works it out. Wilkins makes his way through neutral ice. Puts pressure on Poole on the near side. Gannon takes over and works his way up ice. Katz dropping back to Gannon. Gannon enters the attacking zone. Now work down to Mazzaros. Oakley causing the turnover. Katz in to help. Mazzaros looking in for Bigda, and that shot's blocked, and South Carolina will get it down ice and get a change with 1 minute remaining in the penalty. 4 minutes left in the first. Gannon. Once again, enter. Centering pass. No one there. Now Poole at the point. Takes a shot, saved in front by Hayes and cleared out by Oakley. Smojais on the near side boards. Now Smojais will send it down once again, and UGA will try to get one last attack with 28 seconds remaining on the power play. Bulldogs enter the offensive zone. Now worked up. Shot from the point, blocked aside. Is now Lazine and Reed fight in the corner.
Gamecocks make another kill.
Penalty will
even strength.
be up. Even strength hockey here in Irmo. Greeley with the shot blocker saved by Newbold. Bulldogs and the Gamecocks just exchanging hit after hit in the corners tonight. Definitely some hostility between these two teams, both competitive programs in the SECHC, as the shot from the point played by Hayes with some pressure on, but they'll get it out. Centering pass hits the back of the net. Reed whiffs on the pass, and Bulldogs take over. McGowan fighting the corner. Hayes dishing it out to Greeley. Greeley looks up for Reese, and now Reese with a push. Bulger on his left. Reese takes a shot. Glove save by Newbold. Clock will stop with exactly 2 minutes remaining here in the first period.
Face-off coming to the UGA
South
zone.
Carolina still leading 1-0 despite 3 straight penalties. The Bulldogs 0 for 3 on the power play tonight. Santoro takes the face, wins it back to Peters. Peters dumps it in. Now Berman and Santoro behind the Bulldogs net. Puck worked out. Peters into Chico. Behind. Now Santoro will dump it in. Collega and Berman in pursuit. Far side, Whitwer for the Bulldogs looking for the centering pass. Spicer on the other side with 1:30 left in the first. Peters, near side corner, kicked up to Collega. Collega tries to trip it up. Hit as he passes, and now it's tied up on the near side boards. Gannon looking inside, centering pass. DeChico with the lift on Spicer. Now Santoro brings it back down to ice.
1 minute left in the first period.
He's able to get it out to Chico. Now keeping it in the offensive zone for South Carolina. Under a minute remaining in the first. 50 seconds. Smojice breaking it up as the Bulldogs look to break it out. Played off the top of South Carolina's bench. DeChico now getting tied up. Fans here at the Plex looking for a call, but none. Now 30 seconds remaining in the first. Played up the boards and out of play by Oakley, so face-off coming.
Puck goes out of play. Face-off coming from the neutral
What
zone.
seems to be from the neutral zone. South Carolina looking to build on this lead for what would be a huge win for their season and their postseason hopes. South Carolina, one of the best teams in the College Hockey Federation, as that's played in front. Katz on the rebound, he scores. The Bulldogs even things up on the road. Hayes with the initial save. Katz jumping on the rebound and putting it away. 16 seconds left in the first, and now all tied up.
Goal scored by number 23, Jackson Katz.
South Carolina gets a change. Greeley, Reese, and Bulger, the 3 forwards out for the Gamecocks. Now Bigda looking in front to Katz. Bulger looked up for Greeley. That's poked away. Peters inside to Reese. As now time will expire in the first period. All tied up here, 1-1. Jackson Katz, one of the top scorers in the SECHC and the CHF, getting on the board. Tyler Oakley getting that first goal for South Carolina, and also getting the stuffed animals to fly here on Relay for Life night, Teddy Bear Toss. But we'll be back with the second period action shortly, so stick with us. Welcome back here to Irmo, South Carolina, as we are ready to get underway with the second period action. South Carolina and Georgia tied up 1-1. Nick Newbold and Zach Hayes doing their parts in net, keeping things tied up. Newbold with a .832 save percentage and 2.1 goals against average. He's had 10 starts so far this year. Zach Hayes getting his third of the year tonight. Now McGowan looking for the cross-ice pass. Wilkins beating Poole to the puck. Wilkins wrapping around. Looking for the shot in front. That's blocked aside. Mazaros with the poke check. Now Poole trying to work it up the near side. Wilkins with a shot blocker saved by Newbold. Dropped by Strauss. Up to Mazaros. Now Katz trying to get it from the feet of McGowan. Thomas in front at his feet, doesn't notice. Now on the far side to Bigda. Bigda backhand. Oakley now. Shot from the point into the breadbasket of Newbold. Face-off coming in the Georgia zone on the far side. Oakley trying the point shot again after getting the Gamecocks on top earlier tonight. 1 minute done here in the second, 19 remaining. Reese wins the face-off clean back to Mulkieran. Mulkieran with the shot from the point, blocked in front. Bulger against Gannon in the far side corner. Now wrapped around. Adler battling with Peters. Adler takes it over in the near side corner, now being worked up. Greeley pushing it in front. Going back and forth. Peters with a slap shot from the point, blocked. Now Adler trying to push it out of their zone, but South Carolina keeping it in. Now once again, Bulger keeping it from crossing the blue line until last second. So now South Carolina will regroup and dump now off the glove of Newbold from a far out shot from Mulkieran. 18:09 remaining in the second. Mulkieran looking for the cross-ice pass across. And now deflected out of play. Face-off coming in the neutral zone. Both teams getting a full change. Second line coming out for the Bulldogs. Pineda, Smojais, and Lazine. The forwards for South Carolina. With Reed and DeChico, the blue liners. Now dumped in by the Bulldogs. Zach Hayes playing aggressive coming out of his cage. Smojais makes his way over the center line. Tries to snap it into the offensive zone, but it's up and out of play. Smojais saying the field goal is good. 17:42 remaining in the first period. South Carolina keeping the same line out. Smojais with 8 goals in this 2021-22 season. And if Oakley did get credit for that first one, that would be his first goal of the season. Had 9 assists, 9 points. Now adding lucky number 10. Still all tied up here, 1-1. Pineda on the attack. Worked inside. Now Michelson pushing on offense for the Bulldogs. South Carolina coming the other way with speed. DeChico dumps it in. That's wrapped around. Now Lazine putting pressure on. South Carolina gets a change. Santoro now on the forecheck. McGowan dumping it in. Played off the skate of Poole. Now played down ice to Hayes. Hayes trying to hop on a quick break for South Carolina, but intercepted in front. Now Whitwer almost with the rebound. Point shot from Strauss, blocked in front. Another block, this time from Collega. Georgia generating some offense here early in the second. Now played down ice. Collega on the forecheck. It will be called icing against the Gamecocks. Face-off will make its way down in front of Zach Hayes. Coming to the near side circle. Georgia and FAU, the only two teams that have clinched the playoffs in the SEC-HC, both being 10-1-0. Jackson Katz, leading scorer for the Bulldogs, also goal scorer tonight as he gets a tip in front, saved by Hayes. Mazzaros looking for the point. Strauss unable to keep it in, so Poole will go to play the puck behind his own net. Now Wilkins playing against Bigda. Mazzaros now looking for the shot in front, poked away by South Carolina. Gamecocks make their way up the near side. Wilkins pushing into the near corner. Now Egan with the puck behind, goal line extended, pass in front. Intercepted by Bigda. Bigda with hit against Egan on the far side. Now at the point, Mulcairn. Pass across to Avery. Pruden. Pruden with the shot that's wide left, and the puck will sit on the back of the Bulldogs' net. Whistle will blow with 15:23 remaining in the second period. Still tied up 1-1. South Carolina had a 3-2 lead in the third period against UGA. Last week, those two teams faced off outside at the Classic Center Foundry Pavilion in Athens. Not too common you get outdoor hockey in the South, but Georgia Bulldogs able to make it work. Pass in front for Wilkins, intercepted by the Bulldogs. Now played out. McDonald putting pressure on Mulcairn. He whiffs the breakout pass and now will fight, and then a high hit and a penalty called against South Carolina. Mulcairn and McDonald fighting for the puck in the Gamecocks zone. Mulcairn caught him high. 2 minutes in the box for him. So yet another power play for UGA. They are 0 for 3 tonight. South Carolina with a perfect penalty kill record so far. Katz, Mazzaros, and Bigda, the three for the Bulldogs. Passed across to Poole. Drop down, Katz. Poole at the point. Shot in front, glove save by Hayes. South Carolina's penalty killers have had more than they'd like to do tonight, but as I said before, they've been effective. 14:39 remain here in the second. Smoj ice on the face, wins it back to Peters. Peters plays it around, taken over by UGA. Now Poole at the point. Gannon back to Poole, one time from Poole, open net. Hayes with the diving save, tipped up and out of play. Face-off will stay in South Carolina's zone with 1:31 in the power play for the Bulldogs. Gamecocks get a change. Lazine and Smoj coming out. Reese and Bolger, the forwards for South Carolina now. Gamecocks clear it down ice. Newbold touches it now to Poole. Poole will break it out from behind his own net. Jackson Katz loses control at center ice. Now Bigda taking over. Bigda around the Gamecocks net. Drops back to Katz. Poole at the point, back to Katz at the top of the circle, down to Bigda. Bigda trips over his own feet. Now it's loose in front. Gamecocks coming the other way on the penalty kill. 52 seconds remaining on the penalty. Reese slows things down with the shot. Tipped off the stick of Poole and out of play. 47 seconds left on the power play for UGA, 13:42 in the second. Still tied up here, 1-1. Goals coming from Oakley and Cats for their respective squads. Now pushed behind to Strauss. He makes his way up ice. Cross to McDonald. He'll enter the attacking zone. McDonald in front, drops it down. Now it's loose. Bulldogs take over on the far side. 22 seconds remaining on the power play. In front, Michelson with a shot and a save by Hayes. Gamecock sending it down ice. Berman first to the puck, but Newbold plays it around. 8 seconds remaining on the South Carolina penalty. Strauss enters the offensive zone with a shot, stick save by Hayes. Now Hayes is upended. Whistle blown. We'll see if South Carolina gets on their first power play of the night. Most likely not. Didn't seem like either player that ran into the back of Zach Hayes' legs had control, so it won't be goalie interference. Face-off will come in front of Hayes. 12 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the second period. All tied up. Had a good feeling it was going to be a close one for the Gamecocks here at home. Two of the top teams in the SEC facing off. Is now Crawford shoots, he scores! Georgia takes a lead 2-1 over South Carolina. Excuse me, Zach Maurer with the goal, correction.
Goal scored by number 77, Zach Maurer. That'll make the score Georgia 2, Carolina 1.
Maurer
12:45 left in the second
taking the
period.
puck in front, going 5-hole on Hayes to give the Bulldogs the lead. Now face-off coming at center ice. Greeley entering the zone at the near side hash. Bolger cross to Mulkieran at the point. He'll dump it in. Greeley now behind. Worked up by Maurer. Gamecocks keeping it out of their own zone. Reese putting pressure on the near side boards. Bulldogs regrouping their own zone, but turnover in front. Bolger gets a shot off. Now Greeley with a second chance. Bulldogs now the other way. Inside, Mulcairn with the poke. Another good chance. Zach Hayes stepping up. Gannon from the point. Takes a shot that's blocked in front. Now wrapped around. Greeley makes his way through center ice, trying to cut back, but that's broken up. Berman on the other side, keeping it in on the far side hash. Dumped down to Santoro. Santoro taken down behind the Bulldogs net, and Collega coming in to help. Whitwer sends the pass inside. Now Spicer cuts through two men. He's broken up. And Mulcairn with the backhand pass in the near side corner. Whitwer looks for the centering pass. Works it around. Now pass poked away by Berman. Mulcairn up as it is open season in front of the Gamecocks net. UGA getting consistent offensive pressure now. Slap shot from the point saved by Hayes. 10:42 now remain in the second period. Is now Berman looking to get it out of the Gamecock zone. UGA being relentless in their pursuit. Mulcairn able to wrap it around, kept in by Poole. Now Peters dumping it in. as we are halfway done with the second period. Now Katz all alone in front of Hayes, and he's taken out. Brody Smojice, the freshman, coming in and blowing up Jackson Katz. Now with exactly 10 minutes remaining, we'll see if there's any calls here. Seems like it was a clean hit. No penalties dished out by the official. Bulldogs still leading 2-1. South Carolina got up early. The goal from Tyler Oakley. But Maurer and Katz on the goal sheet for the Bulldogs, resulting in the 2-1 lead for UGA. Poole and Strauss, the defensive pair for Georgia. Katz, Katz, Nazaros, and Bigda, the forwards. South Carolina, Smojice, Panetta, and Lazine, joined by DeChico, and I believe Avery Pruden. Face-off coming to the right of Hayes. Smojice winning it back. DeChico pushing it up around to Pruden. Strauss with the shot, blocked by Smojice, almost with a break, but Poole backing up his teammate. Pruden, big hit attempt at center ice against Katz. Mazaros and Smojice collide in that far side corner. Now the point, Strauss, slap shot, just wide. Smojice on the far side hash. Chips it up the boards, now Lazine and Panetta. Panetta entering the offensive zone with a shot blocker save by Newbold. Strauss now, cross ice pass, looking for Maurer. No one touched it, that will be called icing against the Bulldogs. Face-off coming down to the Gamecocks offensive zone. 9:14 remaining in the second period. South Carolina looking to tie things up. Alan Serwa sending out his first team as Thomas drops it down. Now Reed from the point, it's loose in front. Knocked away by the Bulldogs. Peters dumping into the corner. Now wrapped around, Peters at the point to keep it in. In front, Thomas and Wilkins. Wilkins with a shot. Newbold with the save and smothers it up. Now Wilkins getting into it with Strauss. Bigda trying to break things up, as well as the officials. See what the result of this scrap is. Wilkins will be escorted to the penalty box. But they'll grab Strauss as well, so it'll be matching penalties. We'll see if it's going to be 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 here at the Plex. And it's looking like 4-on-4 hockey. Reed, Peters, Egan, and Thomas out for South Carolina. Puma and McDonald out for the Bulldogs, as Egan looking in front. Thomas was there, but it's knocked away. Now McDonald goes the other way. Thomas with a hit on the near side boards, coming around his own net with speed. Big hit against Puma, able to graze him off. Egan, cross ice pass to Peters. They'll slow things down. Peters makes his way up ice. Now Reed with the shot. Kick save by Newbold. Egan, near side hash. Peters trying to snap it in, but whiffs. Zach Hayes will come out of his net. to play the puck, wraps it around to Bolger. Bolger looking across, no one there. Peter steps up, but Gannon takes the puck for the Bulldogs. 1 minute, 6 seconds remaining on the matching penalties. So only a little more of 4-on-4 hockey. 7:52 remaining in the second period. McDonald with open ice. Works his way into the corner. Broken up by McGowan. Bolger takes over the puck. As they fight on the far side hash. McGowan wrapping it around his own net. Looks up Bolger. Bolger tripping it up. Now Reese alone in front. He shoots, he scores! Julian Reese ties it up for South Carolina. Mike Bolger with a beautiful chip pass up to Julian Reese. The Bulldogs almost intercepted, but Reese takes it all the way, goes top corner on Nick Newbold. And just like that, things are all even for the Gamecocks. Still 28 seconds on the matching penalty, so we're still at 4-on-4. Katz and Mazzaros on the ice for the Bulldogs. Berman and Greeley, the forwards. Now Greeley getting a break, almost a 1v1 scenario. Now Berman in front, he takes a shot that's wide left. South Carolina looking to jump on the momentum of that game-tying goal. Mazzaros fighting with McGowan on the near side. Now up to Berman. Berman makes his way across. 5-on-5 hockey commences. Wilkins with the shot into the gut of Newbold. Georgia head coach John Camp mentioned earlier that he remembers the last time these two faced off here at the Plex. South Carolina with a big win against the Bulldogs. They're looking to change that. The Gamecocks are looking for revenge from the game last week. Reed plays it up the boards towards Wilkins. Now Santoro at the top of the circle. Soft shot slowed by Mazzaros. Covered up by Newbold. Face-off coming in the Gamecocks offensive zone with 6 minutes, 33 seconds remaining in the second period, all tied up. Reed and Pruden, the defensive pair for South Carolina. Collega, Santoro, and Wilkins out for the Gamecocks. Some line changing we are seeing here. It's now Poole, near side corner, worked up by Katz. Mazzaros on the near side fighting with Reed. He's knocked down. Strauss to Bigda. Bigda dumping it in. Now Reed and Katz fight behind the Gamecocks goal. Bigda on the far side hash. Passes behind to Katz, but that's deflected up. And now wrapped around by Pruden. And the Gamecocks will get out. Santoro over the blue line. Shot from the point. That's high. Now cross-ice pass. Looking for Bartow. That's out of reach. Mulcairn wrapping it around. Poole almost with a shot from the point, but he whiffs. Now Strauss regrouping for UGA. Poole on the attack. Backhanded in. Nailed out of the air by the stick of Hayes. Now up the corner. Bartow backhands it into Whitwer. Whitwer and Bartow fighting in the corner. Gamecocks get it out of their own zone, but looking to form an offensive attack. Puck wrapped around Pineda. First there. Lazine behind to help. Maurer Pressing Lazine in the corner, Smojice. Now pushed up, puck up and off the boards, but hits the top of the rink. Whistle will be blown dead. 4:49 remaining in the second period. South Carolina, as I said, was changing up the lines. Berman, Egan, and Thomas, the forwards. Peters and Mulcairn, the D pair. Maurer taking the face against Egan. Shot from Thomas at the top of the circle, blocked and knocked high. Brought down to the ice by the Bulldogs. South Carolina keeping it in. Now Berman making a press towards the net. Backhand shot deflected out of play. Face-off stays in the UGA zone. South Carolina gets a defensive change to Chico and Pruden. Wait for the face-off while the ref picks up a rogue puck. Cleanly run back by Egan. Now a shot once again from the top of the circle by Thomas. Newbold covers up. Face-off will stay in the same area. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the second. All tied up, 2-2. Julian Reese getting a break and putting it top right to tie things up here in the second period. Berman, near side corner, wrapping around the Bulldogs' net. Egan poking it away. Now Adler, pressed against by Thomas on the near side. Backhand pass, deflected by Puma. Adler crosses, and Bulldogs will go on the attack. Now broken up by DeChico. DeChico through center ice, flicks it up. Puma snatches it out of the way, played down. Adler, now a pass in front, just behind. DeChico coming the other way with speed. He splits two defensemen, shoots it, he scores! Bobby DeChico picks his spot and gets it. South Carolina takes the lead in the second, 3-2. Bobby DeChico takes it all the way down ice himself, splits two defensemen, and picks top left on Nick Newbold. South Carolina back with the lead.
That's a Carolina goal! Scored by number 25.
Face off at center ice, quickly knocked out of play, so we'll go, we'll stay in the neutral zone. Debate center ice or the neutral ice dot on the right of your screen. As Julian Reese wins it back cleanly. Now played up the boards. Bolger pass in front to Reese. Now Reese on the attack as Gannon runs into Nick Newbold in front.
We're going to have a face-off in the UGA zone.
3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining after that puck goes out of play. So face-off coming in the Bulldogs zone. South Carolina getting a D change. Mulcairn and Peters on the ice. Bolger, Reese, and Greeley, the forwards for South Carolina, matching up against the first line for the Bulldogs. Now played across. Mulcairn at the point. Bobbles it, able to dump it in for Greeley. Greeley on the far side corner. Now one time from Bolger, that's blocked. Mulcairn with time in front. From the point, takes a shot, and that's ramped up and out of play.
He fires one out of play. We're gonna have a face-off.
Face-off will stay in the UGA zone. Now the Bulldogs getting the full change. Gamecocks will switch up the forwards. Reese tonight getting his 10th goal of the year, now 16 points. DeChico getting his second. Puck played in front, kicked aside by Newbold. Puck was on the near side. Peters trying to keep it in, but called offsides. So face-off coming in the neutral zone, just outside the blue line. Lazine, Smojais, and Panetta with Mulcairn and Peters. Now Lazine whacking it into the offensive zone. 2 minutes, 48 seconds remaining in the second period. Big hit from Panetta gets the crowd going here in Irmo as that is dumped and knocked out of play by Lazine. Face off right back in the neutral zone on the far side. South Carolina getting their first lead since early in the first period when Oakley took a shot from the point. Soft shot sent on net by Lazine, easily gloved by Newbold. Face-off coming to the right of Nick Newbold. Before this game, Newbold faced 125 shots, only allowing 21 goals against. Delayed icing called, and it's waved off. So now Reed cutting back, looking to pass across to Pruden. Now Thomas up to Wilkins. That first line back together. Wilkins on the near side, played in front to Thomas at his skates, looking for the shot, just out of reach. Now a shot in front, backhand by Egan, that's wide. 2 minutes remaining in the second now. Gamecocks still lead 3-2. Thomas with a hit on the far sides. Whitwer almost taking over. Now a 2-on-0. Owen Thomas in front. Backhand blocker save by Newbold. Reed keeping it in. Shot from the point, wide left. Avery Pruden dumping it in. No one there for South Carolina. Now Whitwer backhands it out, and the Bulldogs able to get a change. Now up ice to Reed. Reed backhands it in. Reese looking for yet another break, but smothered by Nick Newbold. 1:21 now left in the second. Face-off coming on the near side of the Georgia defensive zone. Bolger, Reese, and Greeley with McGowan and Oakley for South Carolina. Maurer taking the face for the Bulldogs. Bolger backhanding it. Now Reese behind the net. Greeley on the near side hash. Plays it to Bolger. Now Bolger cycling it down. Big hit from Julian Reese on Maurer in the near side corner. 1 minute remains. Greeley pushing in front. Reese on the back door. He scores! Julian Reese with his second of the night. South Carolina takes a 2-goal lead over Georgia. With 56 seconds left in the second period, Julian Reese on the back door puts away the rebound. Dylan Greeley making the push towards the net, generating the offense. Reese puts it away. Now Smojais, Panetta, and Lazine back on the ice for the Gamecocks. Puma and Smojais battle in the corner. Smojais playing the puck from his knees, now kicked away. Now Lazine working inside. Mazzaros drops it to Bigda and dumped in. 33 seconds remaining in the second. Kept in by Gannon, backhanded. Down, Mulkieran. Now Lazine at center ice. He dumps it in. And Panetta hit on Gannon behind the net. 17 seconds remain in the second. South Carolina now up by 2. Cross ice pass looking for Mazzaros. Jackson Katz takes over. Mazzaros at the point, down to Katz. Katz with the backhand look in front, and time will expire. At the end of the second period, South Carolina with a 2-goal lead. Bobby DeChico and Julian Reese both getting goals in the second period. Reese getting a pair. So now we will see. South Carolina had a 3-2 lead going into the third in Athens. Now they have a 2-goal lead going into the third right here at home. We'll see if they can keep that lead in the third. As Alan Serwa said, they played their best game last week, but he might be even happier with them tonight. But we'll get all that third period action to you real soon, so stick with us. Hello and welcome back. As the third period is now underway, South Carolina leading the Bulldogs 4-2. Went into the first period 1-1. Maurer gave the Bulldogs the lead. Then South Carolina came right back with 3 unanswered, 2 from Julian Reese and 1 from Bobby DeChico. Now Oakley in his own zone, working up. Pushes it up to Thomas. Oakley has it back. Cross ice pass to McGowan. Now to Egan on the other side. Tips it. No icing will be called. Strauss drops it down. Back to Poole. Jackson Katz working inside. Now Hill taking in the offensive zone. Drop to Mazzaro. Bigda now on his way back. Reese with the toe drag, drops it to Greeley. Now it's loose in front. Taken out by the Bulldogs. Intercepted in front. Bulger with the shot. That's wide right. Bounces back in front of Newbold, and he'll cover it up.
Covered up by Newbold.
Time stopped at 18:59 left in the third period. Face-off coming to the right of Nick Newbold in the Bulldogs zone. Greeley, Bulger, and Reese. The forwards for South Carolina, Mulcairn and DeChico, the D pair. McDonald taking the face for the Bulldogs. DeChico with the shot from the point, blocked in front. Now the Bulldogs on the attack. Broken up by Bulger. Now Greeley with Reese. Reese alone in front. He shoots, he scores! Julian Reese with the hat trick, and South Carolina now with a 3-goal lead. See some hats come onto the ice, some extra stuffed animals joining the party. Julian Reese coming into today's game with 9 goals, now with 12. Puts him up to 18 points on the season as the refs clean up the hats and extra stuffed animals. 18:40 remaining in the third period. South Carolina leading 5-2 over the Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia coming into today's game ranked second nationally, just behind University of Tampa, which is one of the teams they have fallen to this year. Now Smojice to take the face-off. He's on the ice with Panetta and Lazine. Georgia, Gannon trying to backhand it in, blocked by Smojice. Now they'll battle on the near side. That'll be thrown in. Hayes gloves it down, and Mulcairn looking for the breakout. Tipped by Bulger, no icing will be called. Newbold coming out, Smojice first to get it. Newbold clearing it up the near side boards. Panetta. Lazine joining the fight. It's now worked out by Gannon. Gannon tossing it high, almost hits the ceiling, but avoids it. Michelson looking for the centering pass to Maurer. Broken up. DeChico looking for the breakout pass to Panetta. Hits his stick, but broken up. Hayes plays it out to Mulcairn. He'll stop and change directions. Whitworth stops at the blue line and dumps it in. Now DeChico behind the net. 17:30 remaining in the third period. Collega on the near side. Bulldogs keep it in. Now Berman with the puck. He'll stop and dump it behind. Santoro in pursuit. Collega looking for the backhand in front, broken up. Mulcairn plays it high. No one touches, so icing will be called against the Gamecocks. Face-off coming in their own zone. South Carolina looking to improve to 7-3-1 in the SECHC in a huge upset over the #1 team in Georgia. South Carolina sitting in 9th in the SECHC rankings, but 13th nationally in the College Hockey Federation. One of the higher rated teams by my hockey rankings. And obviously Georgia, one of the highest of all. Santoro winning the face. He'll push the puck behind. Now Collega at the hash. Backhanded up by Reed. Shot from Puma at the point. Now Collega with a break. Collega, Berman on his left. He crosses it in front. Puma gets a stick on it. Now looking up is Mazzaro. He finds Bigda. Pass a little behind. Bigda fighting with Reed. Reed takes over. Now Egan. Backhanded to Reed, just out of reach. Collega off the boards and up and out. Strauss bringing it back down. Collega works his way into the offensive zone once again. Taken over by the Bulldogs. Mazzaro. On the far side, Pruden on the puck. 16 minutes remaining in the third period. South Carolina still leads by 3. Egan against McDonald in the rapid around. Now Egan taking over again. Bulldogs have it in front, cut back. Thomas on the back check, breaking it up. He loses sight of the puck. Now he'll work around his own net and drop it to Pruden. South Carolina will slow things down. Breakout pass looking for Wilkins. His stick is lifted. Icing will be called. Face off coming back to the South Carolina zone. Should be to the left of Zach Hayes. South Carolina's first line out. And so the faceoff will come to the center ice. I'm not entirely sure why, but that's what we'll get. Egan was the one at the face against McDonald. McDonald, the winner. And now a big hit on the near side. McDonald goes down, but South Carolina will have one in the box, and that appears to be Josh Wilkins.
Penalty call. Gamecocks, number 7.
The Bulldogs once again will be on the power play. South Carolina has yet to have one tonight, but they've had plenty of penalty kill time. 15:24 left in the third. 2 minutes on the penalty kill for South Carolina. Bigda, Katz, and Mazzaros out with Poole and Gannon, the power play unit for Georgia. Collega was out on the ice, now heads to the bench. Lazine and Smojice will be the forwards for the Gamecocks. Peters and DeChico, the blue liners. Face off one back to Gannon. Poole at the left point, snaps it across. Bigda in the far side corner. Wraps it around. Poole will step up. DeChico clears it out. And Smojice with a step on Gannon. He'll slow it down. 15 minutes remaining in the third. Minute 35 in the power play for Georgia. Poole on the attack. DeChico breaks it up, sends it down. Gannon at the point. Drop down at the hash to Bigda. Bigda looks in front. Lazine breaking it up. Smojice at the point to Gannon. Gannon to Poole. Poole snaps it in front. Tipped up in front by Katz, and now it's loose. Zach Hayes gets on top of it. And there will be some pushing and shoving, especially between Bigda and Lazine off to the left. Bigda took a late hack at the pads of Zach Hayes. Also some pushing and shoving in front of Hayes, Smojais, and others involved with Katz and Mazzaros. 1:08 left in the penalty kill for South Carolina. Josh Wilkins in the box, I believe for boarding. Face-off coming in the Gamecock zone to the left of Zach Hayes. Hayes joining the team in January after he came to South Carolina late. Played in the NAHL, the North American Hockey League, before joining the Gamecocks. Bigda on the near side. Tries to drop it down. Oakley getting in the way, and now Santoro sends it down ice. Gannon behind Newbold to take it over. And it seems another penalty will be called, this time on Georgia. 4-on-4 hockey for the next 53 seconds, and then South Carolina will be on their first power play of the night. Mazzaros going to the box for the Bulldogs. Face-off will come in front of Nick Newbold in the Georgia zone. Reese and Bolger, forwards for the Gamecocks. Oakley and McGowan, that first defensive unit for head coach Alan Sirwall of the Gamecocks. Bolger, the leading scorer for South Carolina, also has 2 shorthanded goals this year. Not in a shorthanded situation, but it seems he thrives in 4-on-4 play. Oakley gives it up to Reese. Now Bolger makes his way up ice. Reese on the attack. Shot from the top of the circle. Kick save by Newbold. Bolger behind the Georgia net. And now Reese will get into it on the other end with Puma. The ref will blow the play dead. 13:46 remaining in the third period. 22 seconds on Josh Wilkins' penalty. 1:29 on the Georgia penalty. Once this penalty is up, South Carolina will be on the power play. Excuse me, be on 5. Correction, they sent 2 guys to the box, so still just a power play for South Carolina for 1:07. But as of right now, it's 4-on-4 hockey. Face-off should come in the Georgia zone in front of Newbold on the near side.
Julian Reese of the Gamecocks for equal roughing penalties. That still won't ruin Julian's night.
Matching roughing penalties is the call. Julian Reese in the box for the Gamecocks. 3-on-3, excuse me. So South Carolina will be 4-on-3 in just 18 seconds. Now sent up ice by the Bulldogs. McDonald first there, no icing called. McGowan coming the other way, 7 seconds remaining in the in Josh Wilkins' penalty. Puck almost loose in front. Wilkins out of the box. 4-on-3 for South Carolina. Now, Poole makes his way in, but he's pinched by 3 Gamecocks. Wilkins coming the other way. 3-on-2 for South Carolina. McGowan with the shot, loose in front. Newbold will cover up. South Carolina had a 4-on-2 for a little bit there. Poole, I believe he lost his stick on the other end of the ice, had to go collect it. Gamecocks with an opportune chance, but nothing to show. 13:02 remaining in the third period, 1:17 on Julian Reese's matching roughing penalty, and 46 seconds on the Bulldogs penalty. South Carolina up 4-on-3 right now. Up in the game 5-2. Egan pushes it forward. Mulcairn stopping it before, but now Bulldogs come the other way. Shot sent high over the head of Hayes. Thomas down the left side. Cross to Egan. Egan can't contain the pass, works at the point. Takes the shot wide right. Thomas keeping it in on the other side. Mulcairn, top of the circle, looking for the pass inside. That's blocked. Egan dropping it back to Mulcairn. Thomas. Down to Wilkins. Thomas with the one-time wide left.
For 30 seconds.
Now we're all even. Thomas with the shot, shoulder save by Newbold. 24 seconds remaining in the matching penalty, so 4-on-4 hockey. 12:09 left in the third period. South Carolina leading 5-2. Julian Reese with the hat trick, the only goal of the third period. Said earlier that 3 key players are out for South Carolina: Noah Maddie, captain Cam Mecca, and Luke Rudman. All serving suspensions. Rudman 2 games. Mecca and Maddie 1. Maurer cuts inside for the Bulldogs. Unable to keep it in the offensive zone. Poole now whipping it up. McDonald gives it up to DeChico. Now Greeley and Bolger back and forth. 5-on-5 hockey now. Bolger snaps it in front. That's kicked away by Newbold. Puck in the corner. Attempted to be cleared out and knocked out of play. So face-off coming in the Bulldog zone. Almost halfway through the third period. 11:35 remaining. 5-2 South Carolina. Still a full crowd here at the Plex, looking to see the Gamecocks upset the Bulldogs. Pruden, up ice to Bolger. Bolger looking for Reese. Bigda inside to Katz, and that's Hops Katz stick. Pruden will send it down. Easy icing call for the officials. Face-off will make its way back to the Gamecock zone. Mazzaros, Bigda, and Katz are all in the top 10 in SACHC scoring. As I said, Katz coming in second there. He wins the face-off back. Bigda with the shot. Goes wide. DeChico in the near side corner, fighting with Mazzaros. Katz to help. DeChico had the goal to give the Gamecocks the lead earlier in the second. Thomas looked in front. Now Katz coming the other way. He's pushed wide by DeChico. Bolger snaps it up the boards. Greeley and Reese 2-on-2. Little behind Julian Reese. Slows up the play. Greeley now behind the Bulldogs net. Looks for the pass in front. That's broken up. 10:29 remaining in the third. Berman tempted to keep it in. South Carolina dumps and has to touch back at the blue line to wave off the delayed offsides. Georgia on the breakout. Whitwer looked for the pass inside. Broken up. Now Whitwer in front. Spicer with the puck behind. Peters with the clearing attempt, kept in by the Bulldogs. Now Puma with a shot from the point. That's blocked by Collega. Peters stops on a dime on the far side. Plays the pucks back to Collega. Back and forth it goes. Is now Berman with some room to skate. Chips it in and finds it behind the net. He's taken down by Whitwer. Whitwer gets an extra punch in on the ice. South Carolina almost with a loose puck in front of the Georgia net. Reed and Oakley go back and forth. South Carolina will dump it in. Chad Lazine first to the puck. 9:13 remaining in the third. South Carolina leading by 3, 5-2. After the first, we were all tied up at 1-1. Then it was 4-2 after the second. Now 5-2. McDonald Making his way around, centering pass, no one there. Oakley clears it out of the Gamecock zone. Smojais, center ice. Shot from way out, wide right. Newbold pokes it out into the corner. Oakley at the point. One time from Mulcairn. That's blocked by Adler. Dumped in by Panetta. Lazine, second to the puck, is now a big hit in the corner, and the ref's arm goes up. Panetta might see some time in the box. And he will. Doesn't seem like it'll be matching. South Carolina will go on the penalty kill once again. Georgia hasn't been able.
Penalty called on number 9, Marco Pineda. South Carolina will be on the
Excuse me, Georgia has not been able to put one in on the power play, despite many, many chances. That starting lineup for the Bulldogs will come out once again. Mazzaros, Katz, Bigda, Poole, and Gannon. Gannon chips it down for Bigda. Poole snaps it inside, looking for Katz on the back door, no go. Poole keeps it in as he crosses the ice. Pruden first on the puck in the corner. Knocked around, now Gannon on the near side. Cycled down. Mazzaros to Bigda. Mazzaros at goal line extended, looks in front. Gannon now. Someone take it down, and Bulldogs now will have a man go to the box and just hit after a hit. There was a late hit by Georgia, then a late hit by South Carolina, and then Lazine came in to defend his teammate. So we'll have to see where these go, as South Carolina fans are getting very involved. Mazzaros being escorted to the box. A minute 31 into the Georgia power play, but seems like we'll have 4-on-4 hockey with Mazzaros in the box.
Penalty call on Georgia for picking a fight they cannot win. We will be at 4-on-4.
Seems like it was roughing in front of the net. Refs discussing over at center ice. If you're just joining us, I'm Nick Klos. You're watching Gamecock hockey on SGTV. South Carolina leading the Georgia Bulldogs 5-2. Oakley, Reese, DeChico, and then Reese another 2 times. The goal scorers for South Carolina. Georgia, Katz and Maurer lighting the lamp for their team. Joey Collega at center ice to see what the officials are thinking right now. 7:55 remaining. South Carolina and Georgia faced off last week. Georgia getting the win late, 5-4. South Carolina obviously ready for the Bulldogs tonight. Now Chad Lazine will come off his own bench and head to the box. We'll see if they decided on just those matching. So if that's the case, Georgia would still be on the power play for a minute 31. As we await their call, we can look ahead. Georgia's next games, home versus Auburn on February 24th and 25th, excuse me, and then March 4th, the SEC-HC tournament gets underway in Tennessee. Georgia, as I said, losing to number 1 ranked University of Tampa earlier this season, 3-1. Also falling to Georgia Tech twice. Total record of 23-1, South Carolina 14-6-1. Now players start to make their way out for the face-off coming in Georgia's zone. Then we'll get a count on the numbers. And it will be 4-on-4. Reese, Thomas, Peters, and Reed out for the Gamecocks. Georgia winning the face-off. Gannon takes the puck for the Bulldogs. Cross-ice pass.
Number 21, Zach Buchanan.
Bulldogs enter the offensive zone. Now in front. Poked away by Peters. Gamecocks coming the other way. Thomas has Reese on his left. He takes the shot. Blocker saved by Newbold. McDonald coming the other way. Pushes left around Reed. Near side corner, works it up to Gannon. Thomas pokes it through. He'll cut inside. Thomas on the attack. Shot blocked in front. Second try. Looks for Reese in front, and that's wide. 43 seconds on the first penalty for South Carolina. Played high, looking for Reese to make a break. Puma takes over for the Bulldogs. He'll slow things down, looking for Adler, just out of reach. Oakley to Mulcairn. Adler on the forecheck. Back to Oakley. Oakley to the skates of Bolger. Now Adler trying to turn it into some offense for the Bulldogs. South Carolina coming the other way. Greeley on the near side boards. That's sent out.
Will now be a man up for 30 seconds.
South Carolina now with a power play for the next 25 seconds. Georgia sends it down ice. Hayes stops it for Oakley. Oakley up the boards to Panetta. Panetta drop for Smojice. Smojice over the blue line. Toe drag in front. Poked away. Wrapped around. Bolger on the other side. All even. 5-on-5 hockey with 5:55 remaining in the third period. South Carolina leading 5-2 over the Bulldogs. Mulcairn going all the way down ice. Broken up right in front. Strauss for Georgia. Pass up ice, not touched. Icing will be called against the Bulldogs face-off. Will make its way down ice in front of Nick Newbold. Newbold, the junior from Bourne, Massachusetts. Only allowed 21 goals against so far this season before this game, allowing 5 tonight. Smojice, Panetta, and Wilkins, the forwards for South Carolina. Excuse me, Smojice, Panetta, and Lazine, as Lazine will take Wilkins out of the game. Face off, won back by Spicer. South Carolina takes over. Panetta with a hit right by the hash. Puck stuck at the feet. Played high by Georgia. McGowan back. Now a lot of off the puck activity. Smojice getting into it. Looks like Panetta there as well. Two hometown friends having each other's back as Whitwer was involved for Georgia. And Spicer. It was Spicer versus Smojice and Panetta against Whitwer. 5:10 remaining in the third period. And now more talking between McGowan and Strauss. Ref quick to break it up. So now they'll talk the penalties. I'd imagine matching roughing calls for pretty much everyone involved, but they'll talk it out.
Right now, it appears Georgia Park is working fight, and we're having a little scuffle again.
If South Carolina were to win this game, it would result as tied for Georgia's worst loss of the season if everything ended right now. Obviously, still 5 minutes left to play. A lot could happen. But as of now, South Carolina with a 5-2 lead over the Georgia Bulldogs. Panetta makes his way across the ice and out of the game.
Number 9, Marco Pineda, is done for the night. Took one for the team. We love
Marco Panetta is done for the night. He's sent off.
Georgia will be on a 2-minute power play.
South Carolina will be on yet another penalty kill. They say it's a Georgia power play. South Carolina with the lead. A late power play once again. Familiar to when they played last week, but was a closer game. South Carolina only had a 1-goal lead going into the third. Now with a 3-goal lead. Ref still talking it out, explaining to everyone involved what's going on. Sometimes I wish they'd explain to me what's going on. But it looks like we're close to getting things underway. Pruden, Bolger, DeChico, and Wilkins on the ice for South Carolina. Strauss, Mazzaros, Katz, and Brophy, as well as Poole on the ice for the Bulldogs. Right now on the scoreboard, it has matching penalties. But we'll have to wait until these two teams take the ice as the Jeopardy music plays as we all wait on these two teams to get back into action. Zach Hayes, as I said earlier, making his 3rd start of the season. So far, living up to the hype. In his first game he ever played with South Carolina, resulted in a shutout. And so the scoreboard is correct, matching penalties. 4-on-4 hockey here in Irma with 5:10 left to play. South Carolina leading 5-2 over Georgia. Bolger enters the offensive zone, drops it to Wilkins. Wilkins knocked off the puck. Katz dropping it back. Now Bolger with a breakaway. Backhand wide. Bulldogs played out. Mazzaros on the near side. DeChico takes the body. Minute 30 of 4-on-4 hockey. Pruden takes it behind his own net. Back to Bolger. Bolger tries to play it up towards Wilkins. out of reach and will be called icing against the Gamecocks. Face-off coming to the right of Zach Hayes. South Carolina obviously having Georgia here tonight. Will play Clemson. Actually, excuse me, sorry, that's not correct. They will play Ole Miss next weekend, both games home right back here. Now Bolger passing it up to Wilkins. Wilkins on the near side. Broken up. McDonald comes the other way. Played across. Bulldogs push it in front. Intercepted by the Gamecocks. South Carolina will get a change. Gannon pushing it up ice to Chico. Intercepts. Now Thomas and Gannon fighting on the near side boards. 3:47 remaining in the third. 35 seconds left. Bigda with the shot. Stick save by Hayes. Thomas crossing his own goal, now wrapping around. Chipped up to Egan, hits him in the pad, right back to Thomas. Thomas now on the far side, backhands it in. Cross ice pass to Gannon. Gannon working it around. Puck loose in front, but some extra pushing between Gutman and Egan. And he'll send them both to the box. Another pair of matching penalties. With 2 seconds left in the original matching penalties. So it should be 3-on-3 for 2 seconds and then 4-on-4 once again with 3 minutes, 12 seconds left in the third period. South Carolina still with a 3-goal lead. And we'll have another quick break as the refs talk this one out. Julian Reese, the star of the night for South Carolina, getting a hat trick. 2 goals in the second period, 1 coming in the third. Came in to this game with 9 on the season, now has 12. As now the official comes over to explain to Alan Sirois what the situation is. Face-off coming to the left of Zach Hayes. And it will be 3-on-3 for 2 seconds and then right back to 4-on-4 for 1:58. Katz, Mazzaros. The forwards for the Bulldogs. Now it's 4-on-3. They took away one of the matching penalties, so Georgia will be on the power play. Thomas ties up Katz in the center circle. And now 1:52 on the power play for Georgia with 3 minutes remaining in the third. Gannon at the point. Down to Mazzaros. Poole snaps it inside, loose in front, saved by Hayes and sent down ice by Thomas. Poole behind his own net. 1:30 on the power play. Katz on the far side. makes his way around South Carolina's net. Gannon, the left point. Mazzaros back to Gannon. Backhand pass to Mazzaros. Mazzaros from the hash to Bigda. Bigda looking cross ice to Gannon. It gets there eventually. Gannon, top of the circle, tried to work it in. Now Thomas with a break. All alone in front of the goalie. Deeks once, backhand shoots, he scores! Owen Thomas, icing on the cake, 6-2. South Carolina with the shorthanded goal. With 2 minutes, 5 seconds left in the third period, South Carolina extends their lead to 4. This would be the biggest loss of the season for the Bulldogs.
Number 27 is a bad man.
Strauss.
And that's a Carolina goal!
Excuse me, cross ice pass to Strauss. McDonald on the near side. Reed coming to break it up. McDonald, pass in front. Deflected high, now Reese. Pushing it up, he's hit. Bolger, one-on-one, broken up. Adler takes over the puck for the Bulldogs. 23 seconds left on the power play for Georgia. South Carolina, the one capitalizing. Adler in front, shot, glove saved by Hayes.
Saved by the Minnesotan mystery, Zach Hayes. Face-off will come from the Carolina zone.
Face-off coming in South Carolina's zone. 14 seconds on the power play. 1:26 left in the third period. Gamecocks leading 6-2. Ended the first period 1-1. South Carolina scored 3 unanswered after Georgia took the lead 2-1. Now 6-2. Strauss dumping it in. Backhanded around by Collega. Mulkieran played up, now Berman. Cross ice pass to Collega, off the boards. Joey Collega with the shot, goes 5-hole, kick save by Newbold. Pass intercepted by Collega, dumped back into the zone with now under a minute left to play. 56 seconds in the third. Cats behind. Georgia making their way up for some final offensive attacks. Now sent high to Hayes. Hayes plays it down and dumps it out. Strauss unable to keep it in. Poole in his own zone, slows things down. Collega on the forecheck. Mulkieran at center ice, plays it high, and he'll hit the ceiling, so
Puck goes out of play.
as that goes out of play, a whistle will blow with 26 seconds remaining in the third. South Carolina leading 6-2 over the number 1 team in the SECHC, the Georgia Bulldogs, and the number 2 team in the country, Wilkins, with the shot that's deflected out of play. Face-off coming in Georgia's zone. Georgia coach John Camp said that last time they were here, it was not a pretty sight for anyone who's a fan of the Georgia Bulldogs. Tonight, South Carolina made the same thing happen. 12 seconds remaining in the third. Lazine dumps it in. 5 seconds remaining. Clock stopped. And they'll end the game. The clock stopped, but 5 seconds definitely ran out, and South Carolina gets the win over the number 2 team in the country. What an upset for the Gamecocks. What a home win.
6-2.
An even game in the first period, then it opened wide. Oakley starting it off, getting the teddy bear toss goal and then Reese DeChico, Reese, and Owen Thomas getting that last goal to make it 6-2 as South Carolina beat the Georgia Bulldogs. Thank you for tuning in on SGTV. I'm Nick Klos. Until next time, Gamecocks, forever to thee.